Okay. So, when last we left off, we had a riveting discovery in the woods where the individuals that had thought to be these nefarious dark cat were beast things turned out to be people that were cursed. They made a deal with you to go look for some particular amulet they required or were seeking to perform a ritual to try to break the curse, and in turn, they would give you assistance or information that could aid you in your search with the ruins for dragon bones to find a teeth in the area. A teeth, yep, a tooth. And that brought you into the hills searching for some trolls. That turned out to be our dear little halfling dude, Alistair F. Farnsburg, who had deployed a pretty interesting illusionary trap and served everyone tea and decided to make a trade for a dagger and give you the amulet so that you could bring it to the people, the druids, to hopefully remove the curse.
So, do we change his name?
Maybe. Because
Okay.
I tried to riff with it without actually looking up what I came off the top of my head from last week, and I got most of it, I'm pretty sure, but the first name, I don't know.
Yeah, no, the first name. I was just asking because we have two Alistairs now, that's all.
No, yeah, if you took the notes from last week or whatever with it, you probably noted it's probably not the same name.
Yes.
But I couldn't remember what name I picked
It's
because
fine.
I pulled it out of thin air on the spot, so there you have it.
Nope, you're fine. His name has been rewritten into the stars and he can't do anything about it.
That's right, exactly. So yes, then we got the amulet. Everybody had a big to-do when the discovery was made that Talia had in fact made off with one of the griffin eggs from when we were there, despite the notion of not doing so. And that's basically where we pick up. You guys are currently outside of / departing from this cave home in the Star Meadow Hills. And Talia has recently made the trade for the amulet. So that's where we'll continue from. So
Yep.
you guys are outside.
Make sure that I actually take that dagger off my list. Remove. There we go. No more dagger of venom. So yeah, like we're camping and waiting last I checked, right?
I
Correct.
mean, yes, yeah. I assume that you guys are going to distance yourselves from the area, set up camp, be able to, do your camping thing.
Mm-hmm. So we're not too terribly close to Mr. Farnsworth's cave, because obviously the little dude wants to be alone.
True enough, yes. So, you make a respectable distance away from his home, and you're kind of on the fringe of the grasslands and the hills, somewhat around like here-ish, let's say. And it is nighttime, so I assume you have made the camp. You'll consume a meal. And that is where we are currently. If you guys want to do watch rotations or choose all that stuff, I will take your volunteerings now.
Uh-huh.
I can take first watch.
And for
I'll
the
take
verbal confirmation, because Kita typed it, Ash is currently not with the group because she was running off in the form of a griffin.
Yes. To deliver the egg back. That's
a pretend regardless, so.
Yeah. Caster, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
I'm just going to take first watch.
Okay.
Oh no, I'll take second.
I will take last watch then. Or
Right out.
I'll take last, unless you want to break it up into fourths, night or now.
I'm probably just gonna wind up standing last watch with you.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right, so we will commence with first watch. Nothing of really high interest occurs other than maybe some wild creature noises from the distance, howling, and the night. So first watch ends and second watch begins.
Yeehaw.
You hear some owls off in the trees hooting away. But again, nothing interesting occurs. We go to third watch. So Koval, you want to give me a perception check? You guys hear me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, that's fine.
my microphone wasn't picking up my voice. I asked, is Knight making one as well, since he's also with me?
He's doing third and fourth.
No, we're just doing it in 3.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, Go ahead, and you guys can do tag team for advantage.
Okay.
Is that we're both rolling?
Why
One
don't
of
you
you-
roll?
One of you rolls, and the other one assists, giving advantage.
You roll, because I think your perception is higher than mine, right?
I have a +1.
Oh, I have a +1 too.
Do you have a +12? What?
No, I
No
wish.
All right, we'll roll to see who gets to roll. Lol.
That's about as D&D as you can get.
Exactly.
Roll for roll initiative.
All right.
All right, I guess Koval gets the glory this time.
I guess so.
All
A
right,
lot
so,
of good shit.
Was that about glory?
A lot of
so you
good
don't
shit.
really hear much, but something seemed to like skitter out of the area from where you were.
Mhm. I'll look over. I imagine nothing else kind of disturbs, and it sounded small enough. That was probably a rabbit or something.
That is a fair assessment of what it was that potentially skittered away.
So I'll lean back in my position as I kind of look at the fire, and I'll just ask Azzy, what's the likelihood that they're both lying to us?
I don't know. World's not that kind to us, apparently.
No, it's not. That's why I don't really care much for this wizard or this were puma jaguar tiger cat thing.
The real question is, why is there a wizard as capable as that just hiding out in the hills when he can make buku bucks living literally anywhere else? And
Yeah, that is potentially possible, but I understand the want to seclude yourself after certain things happen.
Sure. He just seemed honest enough. I don't really have a reason to doubt what he said if he parted with an amulet that he went through so much trouble to receive or
Agreed.
reacquire. So
Yeah. Hopefully this solves our problem and maybe we can just give it back to him and he won't have to deal with this curse or whatever.
well, we still have to figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, should justice be served upon these ne'er-do-wells, or
Oh, justice should
Ne'er-do-wells.
fully be. I just kind of look at him. Justice will be served. It's just the greater evil at this point is them being stupidly feral and killing innocent people or cursing others. Once
yeah.
they're back to human, we can arrest them and drag them back in. Because I don't think we'll have as much problem with them then.
I mean, we only have to arrest the one, and an execution might be better.
We'll have to see. Depends on what his motives were and if he actually knew that his touch would corrupt.
I mean, he stole the amulet that started all of this.
Yep.
Look, I've got my own creed. I think we all do, but I think all of our creeds generally involve "Thou shalt not steal."
Yeah. Most of us anyway, as I kind of look back.
So as you are looking back suddenly, a presence shows up at your encampment
Oh, fuck.
that had been stalking up on you unannounced and unawares, as you had thought that a simple rabbit was the only source of distraction, and not necessarily figuring out what might have caused the rabbit to bolt. Go ahead and roll initiatives for me. But the trolls are going to get a first action round ahead of everyone. Or at
Yep,
least
because they're
of the
trolls and they
surprise.
snuck up. That definitely does suit you for being asleep. You
Whoops.
guys are grab.
Got to select my token.
Fuck, I rolled a 19, but didn't have mine selected. I forgot that was a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did too.
That's right. We haven't had any serious combat encounters for like 2 sessions, dudes.
Yep, you'll have to grab mine as well, Junie. I completely forgot since I didn't know if you were on the board
3
yet.
people at least forgot.
Already in the works.
The fun part is 2 of you are asleep.
Yes, please be sure to shout alarum so that we can all be aware.
Incoming thunder can.
To say, my alarm's gonna be like the thunder can too. There's just gonna be a bright light in the sky.
Cleric powers. Is that your domain power? I remembered to select my token for initiative.
I heard the word justice and got excited.
Did you happen to cast raise your spiritual weapon when you heard the word justice?
Not so outbold.
Okay. So we got some trolls. Okay. So, okay, organization of the trolls. So this guy is the guy that's going to go first. And he's going to move in as he comes into view. And he's going to kind of cackle in glee at all of the fine things he gets to pick over and potentially crush.
Hope
And
not.
that will be the end of his turn.
I haven't named any of my backups yet.
If
So the next troll is this one, who is also going to come down and flank to that position, and he will kind of wave his fellow compatriots on from behind him to get them to come on in.
Oh, there's 5. I thought there was only 3 because my map was not zoomed in enough to see all 5 of them.
Nope.
So another one makes a move in. Another one makes a move in. And then finally, this one here in the middle kind of stands behind the others and he offers you a deal. All of your things for your lives. In my best evil troll voice that I can muster.
That's good. It works.
Your troll voice tickles me because I've been playing WoW. And it sounds like a WoW troll voice. Because I'm in that area and it tickles me.
But I didn't say Mon at the end of it.
I don't care.
Oh, I thought that would be a Digimon then. They all have Mon at the end.
Surprise, surprise, they do. So I guess nobody wants to make a deal.
I mean, I am not Howie Mandel, so no.
All right,
So we get a chance to say or do something, I take it then, Junie?
Yep. Yeah, you have the option to intercede before continuing, but I will keep a clock in mind running.
Okay. Yeah. Here's a deal. As I kind of just as I snap my fingers, and I drop a fireball right in the middle of them.
Okay.
And I pretty much drop it on this one here. And I think it should hit all of them except this one right here.
Yeah, because what's the radius on it?
20 feet.
Yeah, so if you're targeting
20-foot
like that
radius
square,
sphere.
it
Yes.
would be 5, 10, 15, 20 hits that guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15. So you will also potentially hit Azzy. 5, 10.
Will I?
Yeah,
He'll be fine.
and potentially Caster.
Oh, yeah.
Caster, yep, and Caster.
Yeah, you're right.
So you'll hit the front row. But otherwise, you get everyone except for the one way to the right in one shot.
I think if I drop it back on him a little bit, I should be able to avoid the causality.
If you go one space farther back, so if you do that back corner right here, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
I can
you still hit everything you want to hit and don't hit your own team members.
Yeah, I'm going to aim there then and do that.
Radio.
So have them all give me a reflex save as I do my best Roy Mustang impression.
Okay.
I don't have the gloves to do this, but I just use my own internal fire. DC is 15 for Dex.
So from the order of your firing, I'll roll for this guy first. Then I'll roll for this guy.
Okie doke.
Then I'll roll for this guy. And then I'll roll for the one over here.
Okay.
All right. So the first guy matches. He ties, but you
Okay.
still hit him, if I remember that correctly.
So he's just going to take half damage from what I roll.
Second one fails. Third one passes. Fourth one fails. So basically 2 half damages and 2 full damages.
Okay.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Is this like just free actions? Is that what this is, or will this count as my action?
Well, I mean, the moment of action kind of has eclipsed. Not everyone is going to get a chance to have an intercede or an interjection moment before combat begins for the round.
Cool.
I just took it because I don't like being surprised and I don't like their terms.
All All right, so basically everything would take 27 for full, and then half 27 for the evasion.
So 13.
Okay. So they've been struck, and they feel the burn. Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Now,
Does that mean they voted Democrat?
now combat round has begun. So Azzy, it is now your turn.
Well, I think I will hold my action, but can I use a bonus action?
You could, yeah.
Actually, stupid move of the night. Here we go.
I
I'm
would
gonna,
say.
I'm gonna roll for intimidation on all of them.
Okay.
Also, the fireball did go off with a low roar, just as an FYI, Junie.
Mhm.
So, hopefully they hear that.
Oh, it didn't go off. Damn. Okay. I don't know what I do, but I do something scary.
All right, so you rolled 19 for intimidation. Let me see if any of them succeed to not be intimidated. So the cohort leader dude that was doing the talking in the back, he is not afraid of you. The one in front of him right here is a little shook. The one to his left also shook. The one over here is shook if as well. And last but not least, Senior shook.
Okay. As the coup de grace, I shake my thunder can.
Okay.
This is what I do. I do a very nice flourish of the sword to kind of be all like, yes, I'm ready for you, and yes, I'm going to fuck you up. And then I very subtly shake the can very hard to kind of.
Lovely. Perfect. Okay. The trolls that are scared are noticeably unnerved by this. They don't comprehend how it's possible for you to harness thunder inside of such a small vessel and begin to think that you may be a very powerful individual. The one that's in the back is not really scared of this puny can that you shake, despite the fact that it makes a lot of noise.
Okay, thanks.
All right, with that, Senior Shook number 1 over here gets to do his thing. And he's going to kind of come this way because he doesn't want to fuck with Azzy, but he wants to attack Caster. Because he's like, that dude over there had that fucking can. I don't want anything to do with him, but I want my shit. All right, so he's going to come over, and he's going to multi-strike at Caster, which is he gets to try to bite him and then swipe at him twice with his claws. Kind of vicious.
Can I impose disadvantage on that?
You could, yes, because you are in fact flanking with Caster to be able to do defensive prowess, if I'm not mistaken.
That thing.
Oh, fighting style from fighter.
Yeah,
So isn't that an action though?
it's a reaction.
Oh, yeah, then you're good. That makes sense. Okay. Yes, so it is imposed disadvantage. So I will roll them with disadvantage. So here we go. He's going to attempt to bite you first because, you know, he goes in with his face because that's how everybody does it, right? He misses. And then he's mad because he missed, and he's going to try to claw you now. And he misses. Because, again, he's a little shook. But he does hit you with the last one as he's kind of like pulling away because he's scared. For 7 slashing.
I was doing so good at the Jackie Chan dodging there.
I mean, you were getting it in the beginning. All right, so next troll, Senior Shooketh Part 2.
Senor Shooketh.
He's gonna come over here by the trees, and he's gonna kind of cower a little bit and watch for his chance to try to have an opening to come in and attack when you're not paying attention to him. So he thinks. So he's basically gonna hold his action. Next troll is up. He is going to come in over here, and he's going to try to claw at Nokris twice.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, as a reaction,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, no, I need to wait until I'm hit. So, go ahead.
Okay. So the first swing hits.
Okay.
So now you can do your reaction.
All right. I'm going to cast Shield on myself.
Okay.
That bumps my AC up to a 22.
Okay. So this swing still hits you.
Okay.
And unless there's any loss of life defense that comes from it, you take 14 slashing.
No.
Okay.
He ain't attacking me with magic missiles, unfortunately.
He is not. That is very true. And he's going to try to claw you again.
Yep.
This is a big miss. He put all the swing into the right arm and had nothing left for the left. And Talia, you're up.
Okay, so Talia is currently on the ground.
Well, you were asleep, but you were shook by a rumbling, searing blast of energy, and then heard some excessively rumbly
Wet and
vocals.
sloppy smacking of troll arms against caster.
Well, that and the thunder can.
Oh, okay.
So you know it's not a rainstorm because of the fire.
Yep. Well, nothing that says I can't cast spells while I'm on the ground.
That is very true.
Damn. A lot of interesting options here. Oh, actually, I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on the troll that is adjacent to me.
Alrighty.
Boom. Please maketh me a wisdom saving throw.
Now he's fucked.
Sweet. I made a troll laugh, guys. Anyways, so he's prone and laughing his ass off, and I'm going to keep on concentrating. But that gives me an opportunity to use my movement to stand up on my turn. So, without taking an attack of opportunity.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do that, which leaves me with a bonus action still, which means I can't cast Insidious Laughter. Oh. I'm a rogue. Bonus
You are
action?
also a rogue, yes.
Oof. Well, he's prone and incapacitated, so he can't even do an attack of opportunity if I try to move around him, so no need to disengage. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. That way I'm flanking with caster.
Yep, duly noted.
And end of my turn.
All right. Knockers, you're up.
Okay. I have something right in front of me, so let me deal with that first. I will attack. Does a 22 hit?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he's going to take 12 points of slashing damage, and I will use my Divine Smite and burn a spell slot of 3rd level. So I then get to roll an additional roll 48. So he takes an extra 24 points of divine or of radiant damage, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Then as a bonus action, I will burn 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell, and I will burn another 3rd level spell slot and cast a 3rd level. Let me just see. And cast a 3rd level fireball at these two in the back.
Okay.
Because it's only fair to share the wealth with everyone. So have them give me another dexterity save, 15.
Okay. So the one in the front that dodged before successfully dodges some of it again, but the one in the back takes the full shot.
Okay. And so the one who dodges takes 11, and the one who failed takes 22 points of fire damage. And that is my turn.
All right. Fair enough. That was a pretty ridiculous turn.
Yeah, I do not like being snuck up on in the middle of the night.
Evidently.
When people are sleeping, I do not care for people trying to ambush us at all.
All right, and I'm just rolling real quick to see what this troll is going to do here. Of course you would. All right, so This troll basically rolls for his sanity / being a cowering idiot check and fails. So he's going to run over this way and basically try to hide in the trees. See, he is scared of the Thundercan and its glorious power.
Kind of
And
mad that they didn't just get distracted from it.
I told you, when you use it, it has the capacity of intimidation now because we had it looked at and worked on. You've discerned its true properties. All right, so last trolls, the knockoff leader, whatever you want to call it, guy is going to come in and attack Azzy because he ain't fucking afraid no can. Man.
He will be. Man.
So he's going to attempt to hit you twice with his claws. So he'll go left hand, miss. Right hand, also a miss. But he was close. Which is amazing because I didn't think he was going to ever get that high in his roll. But, all right, so he just kind of is like, well, maybe you do have some power to you. And that is the end of his turn. Caster, it is your turn.
I'll stand up without feeling down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll send an unarmed attack towards this leadery guy. I think I can get him from there, right?
You can, yep.
So, okay.
Because they're large, they cover 2 blocks, so you can hit diagonally. So you do, in fact, hit for 5.
And then with my bonus action, because of the thing with monks, I can do an unarmed attack again.
Correct?
Same person.
That's a miss.
Yeah. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right, so amidst the melee that was happening on the ground, a familiar shape graces you coming down from the sky
Oh, good.
and lands here behind them.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, you know, lighting fire to things, getting overrun by trolls that are assholes, the usual.
Punching
Go ahead.
stuff.
Go ahead and roll an initiative for me, Keaton. Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll just
Ash
put you
knows
at
how
the
to make an
top.
entrance.
I'll just put you at the top, like you just starting a new round.
Ash knows how to make an entrance. I'm just gonna
Mhm,
lay that right there.
That she does.
All lightning.
All right. Well, it's your turn. You just landed. You rolled in.
Alright. Ash is immediately gonna drop Griffin form. She's going to cast Flame Blade, if I can find it here. I don't know why it's telling me to roll, but alright.
That's the strike component of it.
Oh, okay.
Usually with some of the spells, there'll be a button that'll say like display on VTT or something. That'll do the spell card.
I must have pushed that. Well, anyway, Ash is gonna move to this guy, and she's gonna smack him with her Flame Blade.
Okay. So initiative and then flame blade attack 11, so that would miss. So miss.
Okay. I don't really got anything else, so
Fair enough. As you're up. Lord of Thunder.
Look, I'm gonna dethrone the Thunder God. Okay, they're gonna call me the usurper soon. I'm gonna make a double attack on the one directly to my north.
Okay. Roll with advantage because you are flanking him like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay. So the 19 hits for 9 points of damage.
Okay. And second attack incoming. Is the second attack also with advantage?
Yes. So the 20 hits for 10.
Hey, wait, wouldn't I get advantage since we were flanking?
Yeah, okay. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'll give you that. No, I'll give you that. So roll a flame blade attack again for me.
The troll turns around, politely reminds you, you actually have advantage on this one, ma'am.
Oh, that's much better.
Yes.
Yep, that does in fact hit. So he takes 6.
Okay. I'm also gonna burn one of my what are they called? Jesus. A superiority die
Mhm.
on that second attack there. And go ahead and roll that D8 for you. I'm gonna try to make it a trip attack.
Okay.
So he needs to give a DC strength check of 14. Wait, just so that I know, make sure I'm doing this right. He is only a large size, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he needs a DC 14.
So he fails.
On the ground, bitch!
Down goes Frazier.
I kind of lean over him and I'm like, are you scared now? That'll be my turn.
All right. So we start back around with the trolls again. And shockingly, nothing happens to his body when he continues to fight. And he is going to take a swipe at Talia. And he missed.
Which troll?
Boy, I
This
think.
troll right
Okay.
here. Yeah, the one that's right between you. And he missed.
Oh, at the end of each of its turns. Oh, he
No, the
took
beginning.
damage. That's right.
So the beginning of their turn, they will regenerate if they didn't take acid or fire damage during that turn, and they will not die unless their HP is at 0 and they've taken damage from one of those source types at the beginning of the next turn.
Oh no, I was concerned about why he wasn't on the ground laughing his ass off.
Right.
Which I'm guessing I must have missed the part where he made a saving throw then. So
He rolled successfully, which is shocking
yeah.
because of the fact that he's got a -1.
Must have been after Caster punched him then. Okay. I'm like, wait a second.
I didn't punch him. I missed. He got that save just from the end of the.
Isn't it rolling a save at the end of his turn or your turn or at the end of combat round?
It's at the end of his turn. Yeah, at
So-
the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, then I take that back. He wouldn't have been able to swing at you yet because he hasn't actually been struck.
That's the part where I was like, okay, I must have missed Caster hitting him.
No, that's fine. Because he did attack, and then I was like, but that wasn't the right target because he was attacking the guy in front of Azzy. So
But has he taken damage?
he has not.
Okay, because if he does take damage, then he gets advantage on his saving throw.
Right, and he did not take damage. So
Okay,
he's still
cool.
on the ground, Everything is fine.
No,
I
it's
mi-
not.
I
It's
mistook.
hilarious to
I
him.
mistook that. Well, it's hilarious to him. Yes, I agree with that. So it goes to the next troll who is hiding in the trees, who has rethought the situation a little bit more than he had before, and has decided he's going to move towards these trees because he's still too close. Because he failed his roll. And that is the end of his turn. Next we have this guy right here who is going to attack Nokris with a double claw strike. First swing is a hit for 8.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a hit for 12. Jesus Christ. He's swinging for the fences.
So 20. Okay. Yeah, and my shield is no longer in place. This is the end of my next turn. So my AC is 17, just as a heads up.
Okay. He still hit you twice.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just letting you know that my AC is nowhere near as high as it was.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, Talia, it's your turn.
All right. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on, let's see, this individual here. As a first level spell slot. I feel I should
All right.
note.
And what are you targeting? Wisdom save throws?
Well, I mean, Hex doesn't apply to saving throws, but
I thought it made his like saving throws.
it gives him
shitty.
disadvantage on rolls with something.
Oh, right.
So,
right.
like, if he were to, like, say, make an athletics check to contest a grapple or perception to, like, try and find somebody who's hiding, yeah, then he
Okay.
would have disadvantage on those.
Okay.
I'll go with strength. But I can still cast a cantrip as with my action, so I'm going to cast Chill Touch at the same troll.
Okay. Shocker, you hit.
Okay, and let me display that because there are some very fun special effects there. And he cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn. Oh, and hex damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 extra points in necrotic. Oh, plus Hideous Laughter stops.
Right, because he's been hit.
Well, Hideous Laughter stops on the guy next to me because I have to concentrate on Hex.
Oh, good point.
So Troll can do his thing on his next turn.
Perfect. Okay.
I still have a move. But I'm not going to use it. So, next person.
All right. Knockers, you are up.
Okay, so I can do this. Cool. So I'm going to burn another 2 sorcery points so I can cast a spell as a swift action on myself, and I am going to cast my final 3rd level slot. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because, ow.
Yep, trolls are not fun.
And I heal for 18.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts me back up to 55. And then I...
Sammy Hagar joke incoming. You said 55, so I said Sammy Hagar joke incoming.
Oh, no, sports fan.
Oh gosh.
So what I will do then with my action is I will attack the one that I have been attacking with my greatsword.
Okay.
And does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Okay. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Alright, so let me see if this guy has decided he wants to not hide in the trees anymore. Hey, he's cool now. So he's gonna try to come back into the fight, but he can't quite make it. So that is his turn. And let's see about this guy. Does he want to come back?
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, no, wrong troll. This guy's up. So he is going to kind of look at his options because you're all around him. And he is going to attempt to hit Azzy because, you know, the holder of the can, obviously. If he can claim it for himself, he'll become more powerful. So he's going to take a couple swings at him. His first strike is a miss. His second strike is a miss. And now he may cry. But that is the end of his turn. So, Caster, you are up.
I'll take a swing with my short sword at the leader guy.
All right. Okay, that is a hit. So he takes 11 points of damage.
19 because of Divine Strike.
Okay, so 19 because of Divine Strike.
And then I punch him. Or I'll miss.
Yep. Yeah, that is a miss.
I'm not a very good monk.
You're a monk in training. All right, so I assume that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ash, you are up.
I'm gonna take another swipe at this troll with my flame blade.
Okay.
And that's still with advantage, right?
Yes.
Would my punch have been advantage?
I mean, theoretically, probably, yes. At this point, though, if you hit him or not, it doesn't really matter. Okay, the 21 is a hit, as was the 15, for 9.
And that's it. I don't really have anything else to do.
Okay. So, Azzy, it is your turn.
I take it this guy got up off the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Do I even need to roll for advantage on that?
No. Unless you want to try and see if you get a crit. Okay.
It's just out of my reach. So that's my first attack. If I
Okay.
get the pick, I'll take the 5.
So you're attacking the one in front of you still?
Yes.
Okay.
He needs to die. So I have a question.
So, yeah, I'll kind of interject here for a moment too. Like, the guy in front of you currently is like, it's like you've like cut his arms off and a leg. He's kind of on the ground, like rasping, and you're continuing to beat him with your sword and cut him up, and he just kind of like, you know, almost like you're beating a dead horse, but he's still breathing.
Wait, I don't understand. If he was down and I thought you said if he takes fire damage, he's dead.
Doesn't work that way.
After his next.
The troll dies only if it starts its turn with 0 HP and doesn't have the ability to regenerate from taking fire or acid damage. So it doesn't die when you put him to 0 life and have dealt the damage. He dies when it starts his turn. And meets those 2 parameters.
Oh, so is he already, in pieces by the time I started attacking?
More or less, yes.
Oh.
But I mean, overkill is for effect, right? You have to prove your point that you're the Lord of Thunder.
No, I don't. Well, so I don't So if you have multi-attack, can you split the attacks up via movement? So say I did this attack and then wanted to move 1 pace to my right and start attacking Nokris's end all be all.
Hold on.
You
as
have
in-
multi-attack. You don't have multiple attacks, correct?
Yes? Question mark. It's
Okay,
Yeah,
it's your fighter feature that allows you to get an extra weapon attack per use of the attack action, correct? Your extra attack feature. That's what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes. The answer is yes. That one's actually explicitly stated in the player's handbook. Yes, you can split up your attacks with moves in between. That was one of the big huzzah changes from 3.5 to 5. And we don't talk about 4th.
So is it okay if I do that then? Since I've already
Yeah.
mutilated this person?
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna try to hit you if you move. Trust me. Like by my account, he's at like negative 13 hit life right now.
Would have been wonderful info before I started.
Yeah, but I can't tell you. Like, oh, he's at 0 HP now, guys.
Even if he falls, right?
Well, yeah, I guess, but
he didn't
like,
fall at 0. It took taking his legs first.
Makes sense.
how about this? I'll be more descriptive about their current positioning and stance based upon your attacks, so that you maybe get a better idea based upon how I word it.
Okay, I mean, I was just gonna start asking. Is this
mean, you could do that
motherfucker
too.
dead?
You can, well, I won't answer if he's dead or not.
So this guy's, I guess, technically not flanked, or is he?
No, he's flanked because,
Yeah,
I mean, Nokris's
just,
position is still like to the opposite side of him, but because he's so big, it's like it's still technically the same side. So I don't know. I'm gonna rule with it that it's not flanked because it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same side. You're not actually diagonal to him yet. No, not
Okay.
Nokris.
cool. All right, well, I make that swing. I'm guessing a 12 misses.
That it does.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. All right, so this troll's up. And let me think about this for a second. Cold, necrotic, can't regen, so he's good. And then I will attack Caster with the troll because he's angry. He just beating up his buddy.
Are they no longer intimidated?
This particular one is not anymore because he got out of his intimidated state like almost after the first round. The one that is behind him is no longer intimidated because he finally passed his roll. This one is no longer intimidated. This guy is still debating life. So he's going to try to attack Caster. Does he roll at disadvantage because he's being flanked? I don't think so, right? He still rolls normally. Yeah. So claw for Caster. Miss. Second swing. Also a miss. Wow, these guys are really good. Not. He's going to just think about life some more. And all the things that he wants to eat. This troll over here, let's see if he regains his senses. Oh, nope. He rolled a 1, so he literally is going to leave the board because he's fucking panicking now. So he has fled.
Bye.
All right, so the next troll is this guy right here by the shield bros / sword bros. And he's going to try to attack Azzy because he just came over and tried to hit him. And he's like, whoa, there's 2 of you now. Motherfucker. So first claw attack. A miss. Second claw attack, still a miss. Although, ironically enough, the rolls were a 10, a 10, and a damage roll of a 10. So I think that that's pretty cool. But he still fucking missed. And then Talia, it's your turn.
Well, that thing's dead, so I can move Hex. Yay!
Well,
Indeed.
it's
not dead
dead.
yet, but because it hasn't been his turn yet.
Well, I mean, he's not going to heal from regen.
He won't. But
Because Chill Touch.
well, no, that's a different target though, right? Because didn't you do chill touch on this guy?
No, I did Chill Touch on this guy.
But don't you have to touch them for chill touch to work?
No.
Oh, then I'm thinking of the wrong spell.
Yep.
Okay. Totally fine. But he's still at 0 HP. Regardless, because the way that it's worded for his card, for his monster card, is that on the start of his turn, if he can't regenerate and is at 0 life, he's dead. So if Hex stipulates that when a target dies, you can then move the Hex, he is not yet dead.
Actually, it states if the target drops to 0 hit points.
Then
Boom.
you can do that.
Cool. I was actually checking to see whenever you hit it with an attack, because that would be like super cool if I could be like, attack this other thing and then that dude takes damage. But no, sadly. Let's see. So no, I will not actually move my Hex because I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move 5, 10. And then I'm going to cast Fear.
All right.
It's a 30-foot cone, so I want to kind of angle it so that it like. Here, let me get the measuring stick. So that it kind of like goes up this way. So it's still touching top guy here, but it's sweeping through him as well. Is there like a cone tool I can use to show what I'm doing?
Let me see if there's a shape for it. Nah, there's really not a shape for cones. But if it's 30 wide,
Well, I mean,
is it 30 long? What's the distance?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cone. That's it. Just means that it goes 30 feet out from me. I'm trying to pull up the player's handbook to actually get like a picture of what a 30-foot cone looks like, because there's an appendix where it.
All right, so basically 30 feet would be 30 feet would be about here, right? Right about here. And if you target that direction,
distance-wise, I think so. I'm looking.
Yeah, if you target that direction, I would assume that it would be at most like 15 or maybe. I don't think it's gonna be the full 30 in each direction, but maybe 15 to each, so it would be like 3 squares.
With a cone, think of an inverse triangle where Talia is one of the corners, and then it
So it'd be
splays
like-
out from there.
So it'd be like this, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, if Talia was here, or here, or
Yes,
here.
so that it goes 30 foot long. Yeah, from me to the base on the opposite side.
Right. So if you want to
So-
angle it to the left, like over this way, so you can get these 3, I think you can hit that. I don't think you can get all 4 perfectly because of the way.
I do
that
not
you-
want to hit all 4 of those because I don't want to hit my teammates.
Okay.
I just want to hit
The two on the
those
left.
two. Yes, I
Okay.
just want to swing it to the left and hit those two.
Yeah,
Make
then
me
that's fine.
roll.
No, I'm not gonna make the awesome cleric who's like praying to the god of justice roll for fear. That's just mean.
I got +9. It's fine.
Again, that's just mean.
He says that now, and then he rolls 1.
I want that to happen, though, is the thing.
But yes, they will both need to make me wisdom saving throws.
So the one in front, and what's he rolling against?
Hold on a sec. Select move. This fella?
The one in front. Yep.
Okay, wisdom.
What is he rolling to beat?
Oh, 15.
All right. So the guy in front succeeds. The guy behind
Damn.
him does not.
Okay, so they are now frightened. So he needs to take the dash action and move away from me. As safest available route on each of its turn.
Okay.
And I will drop, because that is also a concentration spell, I need to drop Hex. So.
Okay.
And confirming Chill Touch, because I know that we're almost at the end of the turn order.
It just stops healing from happening, so as soon as your turn ends, he's going to be able to regenerate again in his next turn.
Yes,
Because he hasn't taken fire damage. Or
He
acid.
Did from
has.
Flame Blade.
He has
Flame
because Kita poked him in the butt with a fiery stick.
Oh.
And, well, Kita gets to go again before him anyways, so...
No.
No, she doesn't.
Just-
He's the fourth action down on the list. He's
Oop.
trying to scroll through.
My bad. I was scrolled way too far down, and I thought Caster was at the top of the order after me. My
Ah.
bad.
I got such a low roll. I got this.
So, next person. I have no actions remaining.
Okay.
Fear.
All right. So Nokris, you are up.
Okay. So this one right here is dead. He's actually
For-
dead.
For all
Correct.
not yet, but for all intents and purposes, yes. He will not live on his turn. How is
Okay.
that for an answer?
That's a better answer, because that makes it much easier for me for what I want to do. Okay, thank you. I am going to burn my last sorcery point to twin a spell,
Mhm.
and I am going to twin. I just need to. Okay, it's only 5 feet, and I am going to twin bonfire, and they're both concentrations, so they're just going to go into existence. Only one's going to stay up. But basically, it's going to. If I'm reading this correctly, it should force a reflex save for the two people that are in them when it quickly flares into life for them to take fire damage.
Yeah. What do they list for the size for bonfire?
It's a 5-foot cube.
Okay.
So it's literally just the square just in 3D.
So where do you want to place it?
I'm thinking I'm going to place one here at that corner, and then one here at this corner.
Okay. So you said here.
There. Yes.
There. Okay.
There. And one there.
And there. And let me
Yeah.
get rid of my mistake.
And the one that's going to stay is this one right beside me. But this one's going to pop into existence so that it
Mhm.
forces a reflex save out of this guy, so he takes fire damage. And this one is going to stay, so he has to make a decision.
Okay. So
Um,
basically, upon ignition, they have to reflex save or take 1d8.
Yep. In this case, it'll be 2d8 if they fail.
All right. So it's rolling against what? What's their roll against? 15. What's your-
15.
15.
Yep. 15 dex.
All right. So the left-hand side guy gets hit by it. The
Okay.
Right-hand side guy passes the check.
Okay, so he doesn't take any damage, but it's still going.
Yep. And the one on the
Uh,
left rolls. You can roll it for
yeah.
damage.
He takes 14 points of fire damage.
I like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that is my turn. As now there's a bonfire in the underneath this guy's feet, so he's got hot feet.
They are indeed hot. All right. Next turn after Nokris is Trollio number whatever. He is going to come around this way and attack Kita. Oh my god. First swing with the claw is a hit for 7 slashing.
Big oof.
Second swing with the other claw is a big whiff for whiffing.
Bitch. Can I react and use Hellish Rebuke since it hit me
Yeah.
on that first one?
You did indeed take damage. That's how it works.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Something going on in the house.
I don't know why that rolled twice.
I wonder if that just is code for I gotta poop.
So he fails the dex. So basically he takes the 17 straight up without taking half or whatever the case was, I think. Or no, was it all for nothing? I think it's all or nothing. So anyways, he got hit.
Yeah, it's
Or
half if
failed.
he
Half.
saves, because
Yeah,
it
half.
actually burns a spell slot. But
Yeah.
he takes 17 fire damage. From what you said, right, Junie?
He does indeed. And has been duly marked. All right, so that is the end of his turn. And now Mr. Waiting to Die has finally died in a triumphant last gasp of non-regenerative life, bleeding out in a pool of his own blood and limbs.
Bye, Felicia.
I claim that one's head. Like I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
None of you motherfuckers can take that one in particular's head.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
He got plans. All right, so Caster, it is your turn.
How's this troll in front of me looking?
He's looking all right. I mean, he's been knocked around a little bit, but he's still fine.
I'll take a swing with my sword.
Okay.
Caster's like, I'm gonna fix that.
So that is in fact a hit, and is in fact what 16 points of damage.
Yep, and then I'ma punch it.
Okay. And
feel
that is
like-
also a hit.
That'll be my turn.
The grasshopper is learning.
I feel like Caster is just nonchalantly fearless. Like this giant ass troll, and she's just looking up at it and just stab while it's on the end of her stick. She fucking punches it off. Pow! I'm just kind of looking at it, half-lidded. Like, are you still alive?
All right, so Ash, it is your turn.
I'ma smack it with my fire stick.
All right, fire stick. That's a hit.
Oh, I have to roll a skill too. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a spell attack to see if you're actually going to hit, and then you should be able to just roll damage to go along with it. I think. Right, so 11 fire damage.
Yep. That's it.
All right, noted. As you're up.
How's the guy in front of me looking?
The guy in front of you he still has all of his body parts at the moment.
Is he like bleeding out though?
Nope. No, he's looking.
Okay.
He's looking in good enough shape.
So I have a question. If I move to the opposite side of him before I make my attacks, will I get advantage?
Yeah, yes. And if you don't move outside of his, contact moving around him, you won't draw an attack of opportunity.
So it's 25 points of movement speed to move here out of my 30. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Am I able to hit him through the bonfire, or do I need to go down one more?
He's in the fire, so you can hit him.
First attack.
So the 25 is a hit for 8.
Second attack. Actually, oh, never mind.
21 is a hit for 9.
So 17 total.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That'll be it.
Alrighty. So it is now this troll over here's turn, who is looking rather fucked up. He may even have lost an arm. It's still kind of holding on, but it's not really all there. But it changes a little bit. His arm kind of reattaches itself. Well, that's weird. And then he's going to attempt to attack Talia. And we'll see how he does.
It's not that fucking hard to hit me.
Yep, hit for 8. Slashing.
What was I say? It all
And
hurts.
second hit for 9 slashing. So 17 slashing total.
I just did it in 2 instances because I love the D&D Beyond character sheet function. It's just like number, damage, number, damage. It's so easy. I don't have to do math anymore.
That is precisely why I was like, let's keep all of our character sheets in D&D Beyond because it's so fucking easy to deal with shit in there. All right.
And but
So he's feeling pretty good about himself. And it now moves on to the troll who is in the bonfire. And let me read bonfire here.
Yeah, let's make another reflex save. If he ends there, which I don't know what his plans are. Hopefully it's not to be roasting if he's smart, but, you know.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to try to move out of the fire. Theoretically, he could try, but he's gonna get beat down like a motherfucker. So he's gonna attempt to attack Nokris.
Okay.
So he's gonna go for the rare multi-attack involving a bite and 2 claws because we haven't seen enough teeth in this particular battle. I don't think. This trolls be hungry. So he goes in for the bite and misses because they apparently stay hungry because they suck.
It's good. I don't need him latching onto my arm.
His first claw attack misses because, he's not good. And the second claw attack is a whiff. Now he gets to do his reaction, which he succeeds. So he only takes, what, half? Is that how? Or no, it's
No,
all
he
in
doesn't
all,
take
right?
any
All in nine?
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's cantrip.
All right. So that concludes his turn. It is now Talia's turn.
There's still a troll next to me. This is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like this. So, bonus action disengage, 5, 10. And then that troll is going to get an Eldritch Blast to the face. Hopefully.
The one you just ran away from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the first one.
And that is a hit.
And second one is not going to hit.
Not a hit. Right. So he takes 8 force damage.
Yup. And that's everything. Next person.
Okay.
Quick and easy.
Knockers, you're back up.
Okay. I am going to attack this dude in front of me in the bonfire to hopefully, make it so he just falls and he can't save.
I mean, that's definitely a thing that could happen.
It's definitely something I hope can happen. So I'll attack.
Advantage.
Yeah, swing again.
Okay. Let's just see if I crit. I don't.
Nope.
So the first one would have hit, correct?
It would have hit, yes.
Okay. So he takes 11 points of slashing damage.
Right. He's feeling the burn again. Ha 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 ha.
And since I hit, I will burn a spell slot and Divine Smite him as well.
Okay.
Uh, 6 more points of radiant damage.
Duly noted.
That's my turn.
All right. It's now this guy back here's turn. He got poked with a fire stick. Ouch. But he's going to attack Kita again. Because he's like, hey, you look kind of like smallish compared to me, so I'm num. First claw attack. Oh, shocker. I miss. Second claw attack, though, is a hit, finally, for 8 slashing.
Okay.
Thus concludes his turn. Caster, you're up.
And the troll in front of me, I'm guessing, is still up and about and okay.
He is pretty fucked up, but he is not on the ground.
Let's see if we can fix it.
That was the best response you could have given.
So
But
that
not
misses.
with those numbers.
Also misses. I don't
Yeah.
even know. I don't even know how it would properly, denote a crit fail on a fist strike. But let's just
Did you
assume,
gently caress them instead of punching them?
let's just
You
assume
pet the
that
troll.
something happened with your hand and the troll, and it wasn't bad.
I expected that Talia and I
It wasn't bad for
ran
the
away.
troll, maybe.
I end my turn.
Okay. Ash, go ahead.
More poke him in the dukel with the fire stick.
Okay. Ookin and the Dukin. All right.
Ookin and a dukin.
One's better with an at the end.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the spell again.
All good. So you hit. And 12 points fire damage.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. I think that's still the right one.
Yep. Yeah, Flame Blade. The first attack is it's basically a spell strike to hit.
No, I was just making sure it was the right level. I don't think
That's
it's
the
the
one you
right
did before.
level.
Let me scroll back.
No, I think it is. Yeah, it looks like the right level because it's still 3d6.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the right level before. You did Flame Blade plus 8. Which is the same thing. And third level.
You look good.
Okay, so he got ooked. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. As
How's
you-
he looking?
He's looking a little rough. But, you know, he's still on his feet. And as
Okay.
you're up.
Yeah, Logan.
He similarly is looking all right still, but still on his feet. I mean, he's a little haggard, but he's a troll, so you would expect that kind of thing. They're not bring home to see your mom kind of material. See?
Got it.
That's why you gotta always roll for advantage when you have the opportunity to. So yes, that is a hit. You do 7 and then 17 and leech 10 life back. So 24 total damage and 10 life regained.
Temporary hit points for the win.
Rawr. He is now currently laying on the ground among the fire.
Bonus action to fucking shake my can.
Okay.
And then I will move up to Ashes. What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20.
What's your actual strength rating? Your actual strength value, I should say, rather.
It is a 15.
So from shaking the can, just want to let you know that both of the individuals still on the battlefield that are alive are a little scared, so they will be rolling with disadvantage next round.
Good. And I will move and attack this guy. Does this count as? Does this positioning count as?
It does indeed.
All right. So,
So 9 points of
9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it.
All right, so thus ends your turn. Thus begins the turn of this guy over here. And she's shockingly feeling a little better again. But he's going to attack Castor because he's like, hey, I'm not really digging this whole you hit me, I hit you thing, so I'm going to try to hit you harder. So he's going to swing twice with his claws at disadvantage. Miss. And a miss. And he is sad. And it is the troll who is currently laying on the ground in the fire, and he cannot roll to save his life, so he is thus burned while laying in the fire, thus dying.
Yay.
Ookter in the duker.
Although I'd be curious, how do we roll the fire damage for that when they're in it residually? It's what, 1d8 or 2d8? Create bonfire. So it'd be 2d8 because you
Yep.
cast it at higher level. So just roll a 2d8
Oh.
for me, out of curiosity.
Okay. Sure. 15.
Yeah, he did. Okay. Because in the order of operations, I think the way that would have had to go would have been he would have regained 10 life and regeneration, and then theoretically would have had to stand up, and that would have been probably all he would have been able to do. And then he would have taken 15 points of damage at the end of his turn for failing his roll, and would have then basically been dead and unconscious and had taken fire damage, which meant he would have died the next turn at the start of it, which would just be exhaustive to have him laying on the ground for a whole cycle of turns when he's already dead. So cutting to the chase, he did.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good to me.
So Talia, you're up.
Roll is still standing, and I really, really, really do not like this. Alright, I'm just gonna do the Warlock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Eldritch Blast! No.
Okay.
Second one?
Yes.
Much better. At least I'm not whiffing with triple ones on fucking water elementals.
Never forget.
Yeah, never forget.
All right. End of your turn, or are you going to move?
That is an excellent question. I am going to draw my rapier and approach it.
Yar.
Yeah, because this thing needs to fucking die. Next person.
Okay. Knockers, you're up.
Okay. I am going to spin around to face this guy, and as I do, and my sword kind of follows my momentum, and from it will flick a bolt of fire as I cast Firebolt at him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let her rip.
Yeah. Let's see if it hits. 13 does not hit, correct?
It does not, in fact, hit.
Okay. So unfortunately, it goes off to the side. With that, though, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I think, let me just double check. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, so that doesn't impede my movement speed. Okay, so I will move here to block his escape route.
All right. Noted.
And that's my turn.
All right. So now it is this troll's turn, and he is kind of stuck between a rock and a rock right now. Also another rock. But this one is without the K, because it's like a bird, because, you know, you're able to wild shape. So, haha, joke's funny, ha.
Ha ha ha.
He, hideous laughter.
So he's going to choose his options here and try to attack Kita, seeing as how she seems to be the source of most of his distress. And he will claw at you a couple times. First one is a miss. Second one is a hit for 8. Slashing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was not with advantage, because if it was, you would just gotten crit. So,
Oh boy.
all right. So, end of his turn. He is not too pleased with his certain situation. Caster, you're up.
I have advantage because of Knockers on the other side, right?
That you do. So 16 hits for 14.
And then my bonus action, I healing word Ash.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
What? No punch?
He opted
For
to heal.
14, for 16 health. And I get 4 back too. Yay.
Thank
Who are you
you.
healing? Oh, okay. Keto.
Dash. Thus concludes the turn of Caster.
Yep.
Okay. Ash, you are up.
More fire stick.
More fire stick. A hit for 11. Flaming El Fuego damage.
Stupid troll.
So basically, the status of that particular troll right now is he's holding one arm in his other arm, and his head is kind of like halfway cut off.
He in bad shape, guys.
So I assume Azzy, it is now your turn.
How's the guy to the south looking?
Guy to the south is looking basically like he's just like dragging his body along behind him with one arm that still works.
Well. I guess I'll just kind of keep hacking at the dude in front of me for no reason.
Okay, noted. I mean, you have advantage, right? So,
Why waste this opportunity?
right. I mean, messes like this don't come every day.
Damn, no extra life.
No extra life.
Oh wait, that's one attack.
Right. That's one swing, right? There you go. Four more HP to your pool. We'll see if we can get him enough negative that he basically is negative his life before the end of the turn when he dies on the start of his next round. I assume that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right.
I just want to throw it out there. I now have 90 HP.
There you go.
Caster, give me that extra 5, huh?
All right. So the troll down over here, basically from his half-hanging head, sprouts yet a second head that are fused together. So now he's got 2 heads because that's better than 1.
That's gross.
Well, now that you say it that way, it's gross.
It's just a little fucked up.
He's gonna use one of his actions to basically straighten himself back out again because he was basically effectively prone, but not quite. And then he's gonna take a swing at Nokris with one swipe, which misses horribly.
Thankfully.
So now he's giving you the like drunken troll kind of line that, oh, you're not so tough. But Talia's turn is up.
Who do I need to shoot?
The person next to you mostly.
Oh. Well, I have a rapier out, so I'm just going to stab them instead.
I mean, you do you.
Where is that button? There's my button. Boom. I mean, Nokris isn't exactly opposite of me, so just normal roll.
Yeah, normal roll. Not that I think it's gonna matter. Right, so that's
But
a
I
hit.
still get sneak attack damage anyway, so because people within 5 feet.
That's a hit for 16. So
Yeah.
he's basically back to the prior position, except his head is attached still with the second one on it now. But he has a nice hole through his middle.
Oh. Huh. Do I have anything in my pouch that I can throw at him? Or like, be like, wow, here, take this. Die. Fucking die.
Do you have a tinderbox?
I have a flask of oil. Still got 2 more of those, actually. And I do have a tinderbox. Do you want me to light the troll on fire?
I mean, I don't care. I'm literally in it for the extra HP at this point.
Oh, Mr. I keep critting and getting temporary hit points.
I have to drink this in. This will never happen again. 2 crits in 1 fight? Nope.
Well,
That's
remember
not
your
what
temporary hit
happens to
points don't
you.
stack, so. Where is he in the turn order?
After Nokris.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rely on you two to kill him. So, go ahead. Because otherwise it was gonna be a bag of ball bearings underneath him.
All right, so I'm assuming Nokris' turn is up.
Yeah.
Okay, Nokris, you're up.
I'm just gonna cast Bombfire in this 5-foot square right here.
Okay.
On him. So have him give me a reflex save if he's capable of that.
Yeah, he's capable. I'm not beginning to think that he's going to roll really well, but he's capable. It's against 15, you said, right?
15, correct. And it's a dexterity save.
Yep. So he got a 2. So he,
Okay.
like I said, he was capable, but he was not going to succeed. All right. So he
Takes 9
basically
points.
takes some damage. Yeah. Okay. 9 points. Perfect.
And the one that's over here goes out of existence as I now concentrate on this one over here.
Okay. All right. End of your turn, I assume.
Yes.
All right. So this guy goes. And then foregone conclusion, guess what? This guy also going to go because otherwise we have to wait for you guys to basically beat the shit out of him a few times while he's already dead until he's actually dead.
But the free HP.
I mean, hey, if you want to roll.
No.
All right, so conclusion of that battle. The trolls be dead, man.
Except one.
No, he ran away. He's as good as dead.
You're dead in our hearts.
Right. So with that, yep, you did. Everybody happy. Yay. Wonderful stuff. So you guys can look around, see if they have any goodies on them. Obviously, it seems like Azzy wants to take a head as a trophy.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna call your horse Roach over and sling it on the side?
Maybe.
Check to see if they have any valuables of any kind on them or if they have anything that indicates some need other than them being trolls and greedy to attack us.
Noted. Okay, so among the things that you discover, they have among them a collection of 110 gold.
Okay.
So split by 5 is what, 22?
Yes,
it's
it should
22.
be.
So everyone gets 22 gold. They also have a small bag full of rubies, which equates to roughly 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
They have some moldy bread,
Don't need that.
and they have some bronze cookware that it looks like they stole from somebody else somewhere along the road.
Well, maybe an upgrade to our cookware. As long as it's not completely and utterly banged up and bloody.
Well, I mean, you could always use use a butt frying pan so you don't get headshot from behind, right?
There you go. Okay.
Okay, so that's what they got. You guys want to continue your return trip back to the dudes now, or what would you like to do? You have the camp which you were at. It is now basically daybreak because they attacked you right before dawn.
Jerks.
Well, considering we're kind of on a time crunch with this spell, my vote is that we just keep going, unless we really need a rest.
I
No.
can heal everybody up if we really need to before we go, though.
I'm fine. I can take care of myself. I'm going to spend. Oh. How many do I need to spend? I'm going to spend 16 points of lay on hands to heal myself. And that
Duly
will bring
noted.
me up to full.
I'm good on HP, so thank you again, Caster.
And we're on a time crunch. So. What'd you say? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
I just asked why this always happens. Me, the hardest person to hit in our group, always winds up with more HP at the end of a fucking fight than anybody else
I mean,
here.
I
Sometimes
blame your sword.
I
It's an
blame the
amazing
fact that
sword.
Sometimes I just give you bonus HP. I don't know why I do it.
So, I heal myself up with lay on hands. After I have gone through things, I hand the bag of rubies to Caster to hold on to. So, and also this is so Colt doesn't, or Caval doesn't have to write down the stuff in his inventory because he doesn't want to.
It's the best reason.
Yeah, I just don't want to write down my inventory. It's 300 gold worth, and I don't want to have to remember it. So Caster gets that duty. After that, I will move over to Ash and give her a nod and ask how it went.
About as good as you could imagine.
Oh, goody. Well, at least they have their child back. You ready to do this?
Ash gives him a nod and just kind of pulls her hood over her horns, and she's got little cutouts for her horns.
Adorable.
But she pulls her hood up.
With the hoodie
Alright.
holes, yeah.
Yep. I turn to the others. All right, let's do this. I know we're tired and we just dealt with an ambush, but time's against us.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are troll parts valuable? Like
Troll hearts?
blood, eyes, that kind of shit?
Not
Alchemically,
really.
why?
Not really.
I mean, if you could possibly rip their heart out and keep it from regenerating to a complete troll without killing it, maybe, but
Curious.
that seems like a tall order.
Take my
but-
trophy and go on.
Now, I have a question. Are you going to shrink and head this thing, or are you going to bleach its skull?
Oh, no. So I thought it would be a good idea to possibly have a way to convince the idiots that lied to us about the talisman that, yeah, we killed the trolls and took your talisman back, just in case.
Oh my gosh.
That's brilliant.
Here's the head of their leader, I guess.
Brilliant.
So
Our fighter, everyone.
always bring a bargaining chip, just
I
in
love
case
it.
things go, just in case things don't go your way.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant. It was a quick thinking, smart move, and I love it. Okay. Well, we don't have much time. I know we're gassed, but we gotta do this. So let's get rolling.
Great, guys.
Give him a playful shove. Yeah, you're great. Okay. So we'll start heading out.
All right. Let me change maps back over.
We'll pack up and we'll head out.
Hey Ash, I set up your tent for you, but you didn't make it back in time, so I'll tear it down for you too.
Thanks. Ash kind of like eyes it. Did you go through my stuff?
All of it.
All right. So it's dawn. You're now packed up. Everyone is setting back out on the proverbial trail because you're not exactly in an area where there is a trail. Heading back to meet these particular not so fine druid individuals that are were tiger pumas things south of the river. So I assume you spend your your hours of the morning venturing south to make it onto the other side of the river and then going west back to the camp in the woods.
Exactly what we do. You're really good at that.
I know, I'm so special. All right, and you arrive back at the Were Puma compound. Where you are greeted by Marcellus, who is looking at you expectantly. Did you find it? Do you have it?
Can I just have conversation on the way there so that we're not
Sure.
cool. So it's worth, I guess, pointing out that we shouldn't just present the information about the wizard. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
So I say we stick to the original troll story and say, yep, here you go, give them the pendant, see what happens. If things turn or go south and they lie to us, we can just leave. Hopefully. Because there's a few more of them than there are us. And while I hope this troll head will be discouraging, and I'm not so naive as to believe that these people are 100% honest with us. However, thoughts on the matter, how we should proceed?
I agree. We'll see what comes from this, but let's not tip our hand.
Okay, great, cool, thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, on we go.
Perfect. So Marcellus asks, did you find it? Did you bring it?
Narcris was the one who took it, right?
Talia did.
Talia has it, yeah.
Yeah, I have the amulet. I'm not going to touch him, so I'm going to mage hand levitate it over to him. Here. Yes, we have it. And I believe my friend here has the evidence that the trolls shouldn't be bothering you any longer.
It tossed the troll head in between us, just on the ground.
Oh, well, that looks like that was an interesting go.
Yeah, it's one way of putting it.
Well, you've brought it, so let's get this ritual over with then.
You found the other piece that you needed then?
We did indeed.
Great.
So he takes the amulet from the floating hand, and they've made the rest of the herbal preparations and the arcane preparations they needed to. And they perform this ritual rite, which involves a fair amount of prayer and kneeling and chanting. And they are answered by a lightning bolt that strikes down on the cairn stones that they've placed. And as it happens, you see that everyone, except for Marcellus, is turned back to their human forms.
Noise.
How did this? I'm still this. I'm not myself. What went wrong?
So I kind of motion for all the other people to kind of step away from him for a moment, who are now normal, just so that they don't get quote-unquote recursed.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I see them do that, sure you didn't leave anything out about how you were cursed and all of this?
No, that was it. That was the tale.
Sure, you know, you didn't, I don't know, take the amulet from somewhere you shouldn't have, from someone.
Well, it was taken from me.
Yeah. Look, I'm done playing this game. We know you're lying, because obviously it didn't work for you, and we talked to the wizard that originally owned that amulet. So, this is your penance. This is your judgment, and this is your sentence. Because you were a thief.
You cursed all of these people around you. You did that. You could have just lived out your days by your fucking self. Or hell, even better, just killed yourself. But you brought innocent people down with you.
Well, to be fair, the first couple, I didn't know it would actually happen.
So then the others you did out of what? Malice? Hate?
Well, hey, it's almost like having an odd sense of power. Once you had a little bit, you realized you could get more and more.
So what'd you really want the amulet for?
Like I said, for the ritual.
So what
And-
now, Marcellus?
Well, I'd say my options are I either run away or I go through you. I don't know how I'm going to try to pull either of those off.
You could surrender.
That's never been my MO.
There is something to be said for the penitent man.
Do you regret what you did? Do you regret stealing that amulet?
Maybe a little bit. But the one thing that I do regret more is not leaving sooner. And as he says that, he begins to run and turn into his puma-shaped form and darts off into the woods.
At this point, we're better off finding a priest of Saloon to come out here and take care of this, because this is their domain now, dealing with were creatures and things. The rest of these people have been freed and can go home. right? I didn't miss the part where they weren't freed. Or did
No,
I miss
No,
you?
no,
with that?
you're right. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
cool. I'm like, wait a second, did I get that wrong?
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, good. That means no more orphans or potential orphans.
So how many people do we have in total now? In this group, Junie?
So you've got the remaining 8. And the ones that were missing previously at this time, you're not back in the party in this area here. But you assume that their curse was also broken. So theoretically, they may have gotten away, but you can't be sure.
Could track
Where?
him.
I was gonna say. I will turn to a couple of them and ask, where are the rest of you? The ones that he cursed.
Well, he had sent them out on various tasks for gathering plant items and other odds and ends, food, foraging from the woods.
If they are no longer cursed, do you know if they will return home, or do they still have some sycophant loyalty to him for some godforsaken reason?
Oh, I would imagine that they would travel home as fast as possible. That's where I'm ready to go myself.
Okay. If that's the case, then he has a head start in us. He knows these woods better than us, and he's also a creature that is natively at home in them.
Yes, but currently there's only one of him, and we don't know if he can reinfect, quote unquote.
It's very true. You think you can track him?
I'm willing to give it the old try. Be open to anybody else who has experience with this.
If you can't, I can.
Are we all in agreement of this?
Yep.
All right. Let's put an end to this. And just give a nod to Ash and Azzy to lead the way.
All right, very well.
And as we're...
I
Sorry.
was just going to say, and the remaining individuals in the camp are all like, we're free to go. We're going to hit the road, so be safe.
All of you return to your homes. Are any of you going to the fort?
I'll be passing by the fort, yes.
Take a message to them, let them know what's transpired and what the issue at hand is.
Assuredly, yes, we will do that.
Inform them the man's name who started it is Marcellus, and that we don't know if we'll catch him, but we're trying.
Understood.
They might have a new Puma pelt.
As one of the individuals is leaving, they kind of come up to you and say, I don't know if this will help, but please take these. And they offer you some healing salves.
Thank you. I will graciously accept them and divide them out between us.
Yeah, it's enough for basically like probably 2 of them for each person, so.
Okay. And what are they exactly? Just healing potions, or?
Yeah, effectively healing potions.
Okay.
Well, looked like he started going southwest, so that's where Azzy will start heading. Until he obviously is clueless about the whereabouts, and then he'll start rolling for track.
Very well.
I'll hold off on casting any spells until we get to a point where we have to use a spell.
Oh yeah, what are you at for health? Do you need some healing? I didn't actually get an answer before.
Talia dead.
I know she got hit
What's
a couple times. What do you get for health? Because I was gonna, since we're tracking this guy now, I was gonna send a healing word your way and whatnot, make sure you
I'm
use
at
healing.
31 out of 48.
Yeah, I'll use healing word then to just get everybody topped up a bit better for what we're about to.
Yeah,
release.
sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
You get 10 back.
Gotcha.
It's fine. It's really not a bad place to call it if that's the plan, Junie.
Yeah, if you want to. You can hold that.
I'm fine to keep going. It's more how others are feeling.
Yeah, sorry, I've just been like really, really tired today for some reason.
All right, well, if that's cool with everyone else, we'll hold here then, and we can pick up next week.
Yeah.
And we'll continue from there.
Sounds good.
Yes, lovely. So the other point of contention is everyone gets to level up to level 10.
What?
Yeah. There you go.
Sound
Fucking
the air
even
horn.
more health.
More options to hit things.
Ooh. Improved combat superiority. My superiority are D10s now.
Nice.
Jesus.